Hello, Naomi. I'm Aida Jasmine, and thank you for reaching out and asking for a reading, and also for saying how much you needed it tonight. And the fact that I was just chilled, I had already had my meal, so this worked really well in terms of timing, and I was happy to be of service to you. You sounded like you were in desperate need, and I really wanted to help calm that fear that was coming up and that little bit of anxiety that you mentioned. I could really feel that coming through. So, you asked me questions. You wanted a general reading for like work, home, whether you should continue with your supports. Will there be a future partner in your life? Should you stay where you're living? Should you return to study or continue studying with your nursing degree? And then I also just got a general overview for you. So it's going to be an extensive reading. And then, of course, being video, I've taken photos of the cards. I'll hold them up as I read them. But then you can read this back as much as you want. Now, this is for the next 6 months. So I'm really asking for focus until at least the end of this year. I don't want to go too much further than that because it can get overwhelming and energy shifts quite quickly. What was very apparent and what was really coming through was the requirement for you to be in your power. I'm feeling with your, and I'll definitely get to the cards in a moment, with your support and with what you've been working through, I feel like they're actually just supporting your anxiety. It's really, you've got a beautiful team and they are doing the very best they can, but it feels like they just kind of spend time with you, but don't really help you with what you are going through. You're really needing another level of support. You're really needing to relearn how to just be human. You're really needing to understand and how to process your emotions, what's going on for you, with you, so that you can help you navigate through your everyday life. And I feel like the support that you're getting is there to kind of be with you, but there's no learning. And this is what your next evolution is going to be, because from what I'm seeing is there's a lot of good stuff coming for you, but you're really needing to help learn or relearn, my love, how to like support yourself. So learning how to calm your nervous system, learning how to be in your energy, learning how to be in your beautiful body, remembering what it's like to be able to feel your emotions and not get overwhelmed with them and not be anxious by leaving the house, and really like being held and honored. And I get that you've had some diagnoses, and I'm fully respecting what you're being taught by your doctors and things. But I'm also getting now that stepping into your spirituality, it's going to really help you to trust your intuition, having some processes and techniques in place so when you are feeling anxiety, how to literally just snap yourself straight out of it and be in your body and be fully present. And I've got some techniques that I can share with you. Yes, breath work is one of them, bringing back yourself into the state now. So they're really a point, and that's what really came up as I was shuffling. So what I did was I shuffled all the cards first, because otherwise you're watching me for 10 minutes shuffling cards, which can be a bit boring. And I'm going to get to your reading right now. I did a Celtic cross, which you'll see when I send you the photos. And then I also pulled extra cards for all the other questions that you asked for. I've got some clarifiers because I love doing clarifiers. And then I've got some general beautiful guidance cards, which they're like these little ones that just help give you some little bit of extra information. I know that you probably can't see that. That one says gratitude. So that's a really beautiful way to start the reading. It's like already expressing gratitude, one for reaching out, one for asking for stuff that you need right now, what you were able to pay, which was fantastic, and then finding someone who was prepared to like do all of that for you, and honoring you. So that's fantastic. Really start and honor that gratitude. And I'll go through all of the cards in a minute. Okay, first card that you got, and I'll hold this up, is the Queen of Swords. Now this is you. You are in the center of the reading. What this is saying, and this is where you started today, is like this is you owning your power. This is inviting you to be someone who is really honoring herself. So the Queen of Swords is someone who speaks her truth. She asks for her needs to be met. If you think of a queen, they sit like quite strongly, they're regal, they're on their throne, but they ask. They're like, I'd like a cup of tea. I'd like things done for me. I'm ready to step into my power. This is inviting you to be in your queen energy. Right? And this is not being dictator. This isn't just telling people what to do. This is asking for your needs to be met. And she is very good at being clear and concise. And I know that that can sometimes be challenging, especially when we suffer a little bit of anxiety. But she's asking you to just be, this is teaching you to start to ask. Ask for help. Ask for support. Say, look, just give me a minute. No more apologies. A queen doesn't apologize. She doesn't say sorry. She doesn't apologize for her existence. She only apologizes when she's done something wrong. And this is something else that you're being required to relearn. That we don't apologize. We say thank you. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for your patience while I try and ask for my needs to be met. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Thank you. That is the card of gratitude that came out just a minute ago, knowing that this was coming out, obviously, because that's how spirit works. So the Queen of Swords is asking you to be in your power. So ask for your needs to be met. It's like, can you please do this for me? I need help with this. Rather than saying, I don't know how, it's like, I'll find a way. We're starting to reprogram our words because the power of your words create your reality. So the Queen of Swords is the manifester because she knows that her words and her thoughts create her reality. She knows that whatever she thinks turns into physical matter, is what she manifests, right? So you're being taught, you're being reminded just how powerful you are, that when you, whatever you speak, whether you say, I'm too scared, or I can't do that, or I'm struggling, or I find it hard, or I'm fearful, that is reinforcing that behavior. She's reminding you that you are all powerful and that whatever you speak, you create. Just like abracadabra, okay? So this being in the center is reminding you of your power. This is how strong you are, because this is the energy that's crossing it. I'll come over this side, is the Four of Wands. This is celebration energy. This is the 1111 card. So you may start to see 1111 everywhere. It can be 1111 on clocks, on license plates, just like on phone numbers, everywhere. Whenever you look down and all of a sudden you see 1111, it's like reminding you that this is who you are, that your angels are with you, that you are supported, you are guided, you are nurtured, and you are oh so protected. The fact that this is crossing you is inviting you to be reminded of your power, that it's time for you to step into that power. And we are all powerful beings, my love. This is reminding you, you are powerful, and celebrate. Because we can often go, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough brains, I don't have enough skill, I don't have all of this stuff. Like it's too hard. But this is saying celebrate what you do have. Celebrate everything. Be grateful, that gratitude card, for everything. Grateful for your amazing body. Grateful for your beautiful brain. Grateful for your open heart, because you are very loving and you are very nurturing, but you're also a bit fearful of opening your heart again. You're also a little bit worried that people are going to take advantage of you. You're also a bit scared of being out in the world because it's scary out there, right? Remember that you are a powerful being. There's nothing to fear. That you are in this beautiful queen energy, and that when you marry these two together, it's powerful. Okay? This is talking about you and your energy right now, and then we'll talk about the other questions that you asked, okay? So remember that you are a powerful woman. You are strong, you are beautiful exactly as you are, and you need to remember that power, right? And I have a mentoring program, I have a 4-week coaching program where I can guide you through this, help you through this. I will give you tasks to do, and they're not hard. They're just affirmations that you say every single day. It's a 5-minute little mindset reprogramming that we do to help you remember that this is who you are, the powerful being. And we use affirmations, and it's literally 5 to 10 minutes a day. That will help to reprogram your mind. Okay, because what's underlining or what's underneath you, for example, is the 5 of Wands. Now this is, you're battling with yourself. See how they kind of look like they're fighting? But this is training. It's not fighting. Everything that you have been through in the past was training you to be this magnificent queen energy. Okay? This is training. So all the training that you have done, life's training, life's lessons, and yes, they can be painful, and yes, they can be hard at times, but they are here to make you stronger. We become queens by the adversity that we go through. We become this powerful being because when we've been through stuff, you grow through what you go through. They're here to show us our power, our strength, our resilience. And you are very resilient. Just got to remember how to use those skills and those techniques so that you feel calm, that you are confident, that you can move through your day. And this is what this training has been teaching you. To remember, it's not here to break you down, because in the past you felt overwhelmed. See this black cloak over him? He's focusing on the cups that are turned over and not the ones that are full. So right now or in the past, this is what you've been feeling. A little overwhelmed, a bit scared, head down, don't want to look around because you're feeling loss. You're feeling anxiety. You're feeling like a little bit of sadness and despair and grief. Right? We've all lost loved ones, We've all had loved ones pass, or we've, had breakups and heartbreak. But what that does, it's training for our amazing life. And it also enables us to choose what we want in life. So this is the past. I'm not going to dwell on this because it's saying that you've been there, but use this to move forward, because all he has to do is turn around. He'll see that there's 2 cups here that are still full. So rather than crying over spilt milk and worrying about what you've lost, focus on what you do still have. That is the essence of gratitude. Okay? Because what's crowning you, what's above you, is the 7 of Swords. Now, as you can see, he looks like he's sneaking away. So you've got this essence in your mind. This is needing to reprogram your mind, needing to rewire your mind, that you're feeling like you're having to sneak away, that you'd like to hide, that you'd like to run away. Okay? But that doesn't serve anyone, right? This is often the card of, someone's being sneaky. There's a betrayal. There's been lying, cheating, stealing. But this can be us lying to ourselves. Because when we are queens, we're lying to ourselves that we're not this beautiful queen energy. But you are. And this is moving away from what no longer serves you. This is reprogramming the mind and the heart and the body that you are a powerful being. Because, my love, what's happening in the near future is the Ace of Pentacles. This is health, wealth, happiness, and money. And what it takes is you to be in this power, this queen energy, and to celebrate that energy, which is what we had earlier. So this is the near future. This is the next 3 months. When you begin to reprogram the mind, which is starting with the positive reinforcements, having those beautiful positive thoughts every day, starting to take time to visualize. A bit of grounding exercises will help to ground your energy, to be in the present moment. It will help reduce your anxiety. It will help you to connect with your angels and your highest self. It will help you to make clearer decisions. You'll get more clarity and direction on your life. You'll have more confidence. And I've guided hundreds of women through this process. And it takes just that programming every single day. And you absolutely can do it. I've seen miracles happen, especially with me walking by your side. And this is reminding you that this is feeling healthy, feeling confident, feeling strong again. And that this will be money coming in. Because see that? It's a beautiful gift out of nowhere, a no thing. This is health, wealth, and abundance. And this, I feels like in the next 3 months, it's going to be moving towards you. Okay. So in the area of external influences, is the 7 of Wands. So we've had a couple of 7s now. We've moved from the 7 of Swords, which was above in the crown, which is fine because that's in your mind, right? In your mind, something's been lying, cheating, stealing. You've been worried about things in the past. Now moving forward, The Seven of Wands, see how he looks like he's fighting, but there's nothing there. They're imaginary things. Because wands are fire energy, right? We can be quite passionate and we can be quite purposeful, but this is asking you, because seven's the number of on the right track, but need a pivot. So needing to shift the direction of where you're going. That begins with the heart and the mind. We're going to talk about career and your home in a minute. This is just reminding you that when we conquer our mind and conquer our heart, then this is just imaginary. They just disappear, and we remember the training that we've received in the past. We don't have to keep reliving it every single day. Okay. Then we have strength. Beautiful. See how strong she is? And she's not hurting that lion. That lion is like her puppy dog. It's surrendering to her. It's got its tail between its legs because it trusts her. This is knowing that you have strength within you. You are learning to tame your inner lion. And by taming, I'm not meaning to be submissive and that caged lion in the poor zoo. No. This is knowing that you have all of this strength within you. And it takes strength to be that queen. And yes, it's practice every single day. And we get stronger. We gain strength by practicing every single day. So this is reminding you that you have this powerful strength within you. Remember your strength, your resilience, your compassion, and your beautiful, loving heart. Because it's going to take strength to return to study, to continue on your nursing degree. It's going to take strength to be in a relationship with your loved one, right? The advice from your spirit team is the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. So this is saying be open to the signs and symbols and messages coming from the universe, because all messages are from the universe, right? All things that whatever you're thinking about, you bring into your reality, because the mind is all about the reticular activation system. So if you're thinking about a red car, or if you're wanting a new car and you're like, oh, I quite like, red MGs, all of a sudden you're just going to see red MGs everywhere. Because what that's doing is your mind will do whatever you tell it to do. And if you're saying, I like a red MG, it will start showing you everywhere. And you may never have seen them before. You may not have noticed them before, but they've always been there. But now your mind is like a heat-seeking missile. It will look for whatever you tell it. So that's why it's so important to tell it how much you love yourself, how smart you are, how resilient you are, how strong you are, because it will do whatever you tell it to do. And this is saying to be open from those signs and symbols from the universe, learning to trust your intuition, receive those messages, because the birds in the tarot mean birds, the messengers from spirit, from the universe, interpreting repeating numbers when you see them. What does it mean when you get 333 and 555 and 777, when you see them all the time? What does it mean when there's a feather in your pathway? What does it mean when all of a sudden this, worm out of nowhere or a gecko appears in your room, or heaven forbid a spider? So they are all messages from spirit, and learning to read those as signs, as direction, as support is really important. So this is saying that messages are going to be coming to you, and it's time for you to be sure that you're open to receiving them and learning to read them. Okay. And then this is fantastic, because the outcome is, as you can see, we've got temperance, and the high priestess. Temperance is saying, have patience. Dip your toe in the water. For you, especially when you're feeling a little bit anxious, you don't want to be just jumping straight in. You want to be able to just dip your toe in the water. See how it feels. And when you meet people, don't trust them straight away. Just give them a little bit at a time. Get to know them and let them get to know you. It's dipping your toe in. If you like it, you can just maybe put more of your foot in. If you don't like it, you can bring your toe out and then just keep observing, making sure you fill your cup up first and foremost, which means doing the self-love. looking after yourself, eating super healthy. I really feel for you because your health came up in this. No more sugar. I know that's going to be super hard, but really focusing on your diet, which is why the Ace of Pentacles came up in your near future, because whenever we focus on our health, it's our greatest wealth. And really needing to focus on our health, it's like whatever you're putting in your heart, your mind, your mouth, right? We need to make sure that we're looking after our emotions, that we are saying the right words to ourselves, thinking the right things and being positive. And then we are also eating well, drinking lots of clean, fresh, healthy, vibrant water. I really feel that for you as well. It's really important to ensure that you're drinking plenty of water because it will help to flush out toxins, it will help to clear the head, and it will help to support you and your body. And then we have the High Priestess. She's learning to trust her intuition. She absolutely trusts her intuition. She knows that life is all about shadow and light. We sometimes go through life like this. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but we don't want it to be like this, too many highs and then all of a sudden rocket lows. We want it to be a little bit. We want to sail through life. And she trusts her intuition. She knows that she has all of the knowledge within you. So this is inviting you to make sure that you nurture yourself first and foremost, that you put your needs before anyone else's, and that you are learning to trust yourself. That's the outcome. And I really feel that for the next 3 to 6 months for you especially is going to be a turning point. Start looking after your health, start reprogramming the mind, learn to how to calm your nervous system, because that's what anxiety and tension can be all about, is being quite afraid of a lot of things. But when we face our fears in a beautiful, held, controlled, centered way, grounded way, then we can master what they are and we can change it, because fear, my love, isn't real. It's false emotions appearing real. And I know I've had fear in my life and I'm like, that thing's real. But when we break it down and we unpack it and we get to see what it truly is, there's actually nothing underneath it. It's old programming, old lies that we've been telling ourselves, and sometimes it's other people's lies, right? Now, I'm not saying, don't cross the road, it's bad for you. When the traffic's like, wait for the lights. Yeah, absolutely, that's a really important thing to do. But fear that's holding you back in life, some of those are just lies that we've been telling ourselves, and I've been telling myself these for a long time until I got to see what was holding me back. So this is saying the same thing for you, and I absolutely guide a lot of people through that process of being able to support you in being more confident, being more calm, finding more peace and joy in life, learning to navigate your emotional state, learning to manage your anxiety, and use your fear as a catapult towards your goals, dreams, and desires, because you can absolutely have all of your dreams. We just co-create with the universe and learning how to. Okay, my love. So, work. In terms of work, I feel that work's temporary for you whilst you study. So if you are working while you're studying, find, feels like a little cafe or something, or somewhere small. It's fine. If you're not working while you study, then that's absolutely fine. Really ensuring that you're being supported by NDIS, by the systems while you're supported. So you've got plenty of services and offerings available to you. Make sure that you are feeling supported so you don't have to be stressed whilst studying. Okay, so in terms of study, I got the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So it's funny how the 4 was first, because you've got these 3 cups here and you're feeling like, what am I missing out on? I don't want this. There's this gift from the universe. We see how it's coming in from a cloud. The universe has given you this gift and you've forgotten to celebrate. So I really feel that the nursing's a great start for you. I know it may be feeling overwhelming. I know it may be feeling hard, but it feels really good and in alignment for you, because it's going to help you. You have such a beautiful, loving, nurturing energy. You love to help people. It's going to help you help people, right? Then is there another way? Is there something better for you? I feel that, support work is really great for you. Being able to be in that supporting industry is going to be a great opportunity for you. So do you want to divert from nursing into support career? I feel like support services might be okay for you, but I feel the structure of nursing is going to do you really well. So when I ask, should you continue on with nursing, I feel like you're going to meet some nice people there, some great friends, some great, nurture yourself and gentle okayness. Be okay with that's what you're continuing to do. No, the health industry, it has its issues, right? It's not perfect, but that's because we're all people anyway. They do try really, really hard. The other thing that came up for you was like childcare. So I don't know if you've been thinking about childcare or whether you did that in the past versus nursing, but they're great industries. I feel they're always going to be needed. I don't feel like you're going to do it forever, but I feel for the next step for you, it'll be a great next step. So they remember, like, yes, it's going to feel like a little bit of hard work. It's going to feel like there's a lot of study, but you've got friends that you can celebrate with. You've got friends who can help you through the process, and you are going to make friends through the nursing degree. Just being able to be open up at college or TAFE or whatever you're doing the nursing through. Okay, beautiful. Your support workers. Okay. Should you continue on with your support? Yes, continue with your support, because now we have the Queen of Cups. This is also, see how there's this person giving to this little child? This is reminding you to nurture your inner child. Number 6 of Cups is all about healing, recovery, and love. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So you've had 2 queens turn up in this reading. So the Queen of Cups is about calming your emotions, falling in love with yourself again, doing the inner child, healing work that is required, and supporting yourself. Love what you do. Love yourself. And being really supported through the process. So your support is okay. It feels fine. They are supporting you. They're doing the very best they can. They are treating you a little bit like a child, but they're doing the best they can. So when they're not treating you like a child, they're just treating you with kid gloves. They're trying to be really respectful. They're trying to really nurture you. They're trying to really support you just like you would a child, right? So that's what I mean by treating you like a child. They're doing it really, really beautifully. However, you've got to step up into this energy. You've got to remember that you're a queen, okay? That's great to have support, but it's time to learn how to nurture yourself, how to regulate your nervous system, how to support your nervous system, how to make sure that you ask for your needs to be met, how to communicate. That's what's really coming through and what's really very powerful for you, okay? So that's, your support's lovely, but ask for more. Ask for some ways on how to regulate your nervous system, how to manage your anxiety, so that they're just holding your hand and taking you out and doing stuff, that they're actually teaching you these things. They may not know how, but your NDIS program planner will be able to find those services for you and hopefully get you more money so that you can do that. Again, I do offer that level of support. So if you're requiring that, please reach out. I can definitely teach you how to regulate your nervous system, teaching you some daily techniques that you can do to become more calm, more peaceful, to release the anxiety, to release the fear, and be more in your body so you can make clear, confident decisions moving forward in your life. And I have had students who were nervous wrecks, who were absolutely fearful leaving the house. Like, it was really very sad for one of my girls. And then she spent a few months with me. We met weekly over 6 months, and she became so much more confident, empowered, powerful transformation. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, relationship. So, will you find a partner? We're going to get to home next. You've been let down in the past, but you've got to let that go so Prince Charming can come in. And by Prince Charming, I mean that with great love and respect, because this is usually being offered a cup of love. So in the next 6 months, you're going to meet someone who's very lovely, who's very charming, who's very friendly, who you're going to get on really well with. You just have to let go of the past. Let go of anyone that's hurt you in the past, or feeling that you're not good enough or not worthy enough, because you are absolutely worthy, because you are the Queen of Cups and you are so worthy of a really great relationship, really great person, and he's ready here. He's coming for you. And I feel like that's later in the year, in about 6 months' time. You're going to meet someone, and it's not on an app. He's not on any of those things, but he is coming through. I feel like you're going to meet him through work or through uni or through like a group of friends and people. Yeah, so there will be a partner coming for you. I feel like he's very grounded, friendly, a little bit shy as well, but the two of you are just going to like really get to know each other, be friends first, and I feel like that's going to unfold really beautifully. Okay, home. A little bit of work to do in terms of your home. I feel like staying where you are right now is fine. I feel like you've been wanting to move closer to feels like it's going to be closer to a uni or a group of friends or family. So if that's the case, then yes, like go where you are feeling connected, go where you are feeling supported, go where you are like really supported, because this is you connecting with yourself. And yes, if we're looking at a relationship card, this is you connecting with your, I call them a soul flame or a soul or a twin flame, because soulmates, you don't want them. They're family members, they're relationships, they're people that teach us lessons. We want our divine counterpart. We want our life partner, right? We want our divine relationship. That will be coming in for you. But at the moment, stay where you are, focusing on your work and study. That's really important, and love that aspect of it, and just nurture yourself. So I feel like staying where you are is absolutely fine. You don't have to stress about that. You've got so much going on at the moment. Work, uni, support, home. It's like stay where you are for the next 6 months unless an opportunity comes up, which feels amazing. If you are wanting to move closer to family and support, then that is a yes, but I feel like it won't be for the next 3 months anyway. It will come in time. Okay. Perfect. Good. Bottom of the deck. Wow, look at this. Amazing. And then we just keep getting better and better. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Swords. This means you are being guided towards smoother, calmer waters. You are absolutely being guided. So allow your angels, your guardian angel, to support you, to show you the way. And by doing that, we sometimes need to just quieten the mind just a little bit so that we can see those messages like these that were coming through before from the universe. We can see those messages, we can hear them, we can trust them. You're being guided towards smoother, calmer waters. This does sometimes often mean movement, especially when the Chariot turns up. So there is some movement for you. Wow, now that I'm feeling this, I feel like suddenly there'll be a new job, new career, a new home. But I don't feel like that's for 6 months, because when you fall in love with yourself first. So for the next 6 months, it's working on your health, working on your prosperity, working on your support, working on your mindset, working on your heart set. That's the primary thing for next month. For the next month, beautiful, that's came out. And for the next 3 months, next 6 weeks. If you do that, learn to navigate your life, learn to calm your nervous system, manage your anxiety, because we can't get rid of it, my love. We just learn to manage it, and really, really well. You have incredible opportunities coming for you, and movement will be happening around July, because that's my July card. That's the Cancerian card, and Cancer's in July, end of June to July, and there is some movement for you. So things, the moment you trust and you believe that things are working out for you, that your angels are absolutely supporting you, then the universe will show up for you, and you'll start to be open to the signs and symbols and messages from the universe. Okay. Third chakra, which is your solar plexus. This is all about honoring yourself, trusting yourself, learning that you are a confident, amazing being, that you are powerful. Okay, because then you also have the 6. You've got all of the chakras almost turned up. 6 is your third eye. Trusting your intuition, trusting what you see, trusting the messages that you are getting, and learning that communication with the universe. Second chakra, this is your sacral, this is your womb, right? This is the base of your spine, and this is all about making sure that you feel safe, supported, nurtured, and protected in this lifetime. Yeah, that you feel strong in your body and in your nervous system. Because when we are strong in our body, then everything works out for us because we trust in the messages. Door to healing, recovery, and love, door to personal happiness, and door to value. When you invest in yourself, when you invest in your wealth, just like this is an investment. You invested in getting some messages and clarity around your life that this is absolutely transpiring for you. So you also asked, what else can you do on your healing journey? This is investment. Investing in your personal health and happiness, right? Because that's this one is the doorway to personal healing and happiness. So when you ask about what's the next part of my journey, it's like connecting to your chakras, which is those 3 points in your body. You went from here to your solar plexus to your sacral. And I know you can't see me pointing to those two, but your solar plexus is just above your belly and underneath your rib cage. So it's right in the center of your part, and your that's your solar plexus, and your sacral chakra is your womb. It's your, where your yoni sits. It's the lower spine before the very base of your spine. When we connect with our heart, mind, and body, which is basically what those 3 chakras is about, you're finding your inner strength. You're learning to manage yourself. And then all of this investment into your health, wealth, and happiness puts you first. And then you know exactly what to do. You become a more confident, empowered being, and investing in your personal health and happiness. And the moment you do that, then all of this comes together and you find direction and pathway in life. Okay. Some of these beautiful little cards that I got was refocus on freedom, love, joy. Okay. Expansion. This is all about expanding your world, expanding and opening your heart, expanding and opening your mind, and making sure that you are programming it with the right thoughts, with the best habits, and with the right food in your body, the right thoughts in your mind, and the right questions in your heart. Intimacy. Now, intimacy is learning to know yourself better, that you can manage yourself because no one else can. Create and be artistic. I love this one because this is about journaling. This is being in tune with your creative side. If you like to draw or paint, just dance, do some fun things that allow you to move, because it gets you out of your anxiety as well, and it helps you to just reconnect in with your body. It's a great way. And keeping things simple. Simplicity. Simplicity is the key to life. We try and make things so complicated. We overthink things. We just break it down and keep it simple, because that's what helps with me refocus. Yeah? We keep things simple. We take the big picture and we just break it down into small bite-sized chunks, and there comes the healing. All right, my love, that was a massive, massive reading. Thank you for tuning in. I trust that that's given you some guidance. There's some big things coming. So, in terms of what's coming next for you, it's about just trusting your intuition, learning to trust your intuition, really connecting with your heart, your mind, your body, really focusing on your health as well is really important. So make sure you drink lots of water, you eat healthy, you eat fresh, vibrant food. It's cutting out the soft drinks, cutting out the sugar, because the sugar is the devil. It truly is. It's the worst thing for our body. It's the worst thing for our mind. And it really just aggravates your whole nervous system. If you can cut out sugar or reduce it massively, eat healthy, drink lots of fresh water, it will help with your heart, mind, body, and spirit. So it's a really great way to start. And allowing yourself to, because I do see movement coming in, but more happening in and around July moving forward. So from now into July, stay where you are, stay what feels good for you, continue on with your studies at uni if that feels good for you, and then allow yourself to just take the next step, trusting in those messages from the universe. Now, as I mentioned, I do offer mentoring. So I do sit with you. It's just one-on-one. We can do it like this, or we can do it live via Zoom. So you're on the other side of the camera, or we can do it remotely, because I know that you said that you're feeling a bit of anxiety and anxiousness. So you get you get weekly lessons. It's over 4 weeks, or I do have a 6-week program too, but we have 4 sessions, and I give you daily tasks. There's a theme for each week, and it's about resetting yourself, how to reset and reconnect with your soul, how to reset so you can reduce your anxiety, reduce your fear, and you can have more faith, more fulfillment, more calm, more peace in your life, so that you can live life with more confidence, a greater sense of joy, and more empowerment. So if you'd like more information about that, please feel free to reach out and I will send you that information as well. Okay, darling, great connecting with you. Thank you. I trust that this has been of use, some very powerful messages for you. I know there was a lot in there, so watch this as many times as you need. This will be for the next 6 months. So 6 months later, this won't be any good. Come back and see me in 6 months' time. You'll need another reading by then, probably around September, October. But in the meantime, listen to this as many times as you want. Don't worry if didn't get it all. That happens sometimes. We just pick bits and pieces and then come back and watch it again. You'll pick more up, more things. If anything, the reminder is to just keep loving yourself and really sit in that energy of the high priestess, the queen. You had 2 queens show up today. So I'm just having a look at the cards again. So with the queens, remember that you are a queen. You are a powerful being. You just remember how to use that well and wisely to look after yourself so that you live and manifest a life that you absolutely love. All right, darling, I'm going to leave it there. Wow, 41 minutes, massive reading. So all the very best, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon. Much love.